Aber es ist eben lustig, wenn wir haben nicht voneinander etwas anderes geredet.
Das habe ich nicht gecheckt im Fall.
Ja.
Wirklich nicht.
Ich habe gedacht, so 20 Minuten durchkommen. Und so geheim ist, dass ich nicht wüsste, was es ist. Ja, das ist...
Ja, am Montag siehst du es.
Montag? Wo ist früher?
Initiell wild, ja.
Hey, nicht so viel im Fall. Ich kann es dir gestern noch schicken. Okay. Aber wirklich nicht so viel.
Das Internet wird schon beschissen als oben.
Ja. Nein, gerade oben ist bei mir noch beschissen. Aber gut, ich habe bis jetzt auch nicht... Aha, gut, ich bin jetzt auch nicht am Laptop, vielleicht ist das das. Mein Handy geht.
Ich müsste aber meine Seite checken.
Ich könnte jetzt eigentlich schauen, wie die Seite jetzt aussieht. Und Melinda geschrieben hat, ich vertraue ihr vollkommen.
Das ist immer gut. Ja, ist immer gut.
Also, du denkst schon einfach im Büro drauf, vielleicht. Soll ich den Stuhl wegnehmen? Sicher?
Ja.
Ich kann es so schön hier reihen.
Ich habe ja den Punkt von der Zigarette. Ja, wo bin ich? Ah, jetzt in der Champions League bin ich schon nicht gäbig.
Das glaube ich.
Jetzt sind 18 Milliarden Leute.
Jetzt sitzt noch ein paar mehr. Ja, okay. Das Internet ist echt beschissen.
Geil. Das ist ganz schlimm.
Aber
Ganz
doch so
schlimm.
WLAN-Ding, oder?
Ja, ich kann mich nicht einloggen können vorher. Seht ihr?
Aber ist noch mit Hotspot? Sonst kann ich noch das WLAN-Ding schicken.
Welches ist für WLAN?
In Norwegen, Schweiz oder so.
Ah, das
Nordstrich, Schweiz. Oder Schweiz.
Ist das besser?
Ah, Sweet Nord, das ist besser.
Funktioniert das?
Und was ist das Passwort?
Moment.
Das hat gefüttert, aber ich habe nicht gefunden, wer das Ding ist.
Nation durch 306, aber ich kann schnell.
Nation durch 306.
Und das funktioniert.
Ich bin immer noch eingeloggt. Während dem Match hat es funktioniert.
Ja, das ist sicher besser.
Nehme ich.
Sicher
Aber
besser als
seht ihr,
das.
wie es gehabt?
Ja, Hotspot.
Aha.
Also der Rest funktioniert. Der Hotspot. Aber der Hotspot ist eben nicht.
Schwierig, ist schon gesehen, ja.
Zusammen. So.
Hallo.
All right, welcome to the post-match press conference after the game against Norway and unfortunately the relegation out of Nations League, League A. With Pia Sundhage, thank you for taking your time with us and maybe give us your first thoughts after this game.
Well, mixed feelings, and the word that comes into my mind is change and almost. And yes, we are, of course, very disappointed when it comes to result. There is always something to be proud of when it comes to the performance. But today, well, we put that in our backpack and learn from it and prepare for the next upcoming match.
Right. We're going to open the round for the journalists. Who wants to start with the questions?
Yeah, I can start. You decided to put Gerald Reuteler into the front in the beginning of the match, and halftime you decided to take her a bit back. What was the reason for that? Because I felt like she was like the best player in the first half.
The reason for that is we have decided already before the game actually that we don't want to jeopardize anything when it comes to eValue. talking to what we have done so far. And as you know, she come up from injury. We decided she's going to play 45 minutes, no matter. So, it was logical to bring in another forward, Svenja, and then we've seen Gary in the midfield so many times, so that could be we thought that could be a good combination.
Next question. Wait for the microphone.
Hello, Livia Peng played the second game in a row. Does it mean that she could be number one next month?
She could be number one, and Elvira could also be the number one, or Nadine could also be number one. We are just looking at the performance, and then we're going to decide who's going to play against the Czech Republic and against Norway the first game.
Looking at the performance, how happy were you with the performance of Livia Peng?
To be honest, I'm, players are making mistakes, and if a goalkeeper makes a mistake, it's such a big outcome, so to speak. And I think coming back from a mistake and then play this game, I think she played okay.
Next question. Yes, Andre.
Were the back five supposed to be in one line, or was it planned to have them staggered? And if it was planned that the left back is a little bit further up, why not use Iman there where she's more used to go up?
No, we would like to call it 3-5-2. So we have an expression saying, don't stay five too long in the back line. So, Riesen, she took the chance, I would say, a little bit earlier, a little more often. And if you look at Iman in the second half, you can tell that she has some options going forward, and I think she did quite well. Now, given that they have some good players on that side as well. So there is important, to send the wing backs. Otherwise, it will be way too defensive, I think.
Next question.
Riola plays today. What's your opinion about Riola?
I think she came in with a little bit of energy, and we had some plans before the game to play up top, but we changed that, so she was involved in certain situations, and I would the team could even have made her better. And when having said that is, if we had served the ball into the box in a specific situation, because she is good in the air, that could be really good. But I think she did. She played well today.
On Friday, you are communicating which 30 players will be, at least like in the beginning of the preparation for the European Championship. How will you decide? Like, will the players being here for sure be in that squad? And also, why did you decide to communicate only on Monday, have the press conference and everything, and just say, okay, this 30 players will be there?
When it comes to that camp, not everybody is available. I think this is important. This is a team, and we talk very much about teamwork, but they come from different places, so to speak. So we look at each one of them, and as you know, some of them even playing, so they're not even available. And some of them will not come in for different kinds of reasons. So I will go through with the medical staff and with the high-performance staff and see, okay, first of all, who's available, and then who's coming in. So there will be some younger players coming in as well. And we are aiming for 30 players and see how that will go.
Yesterday you talked about aggressiveness. What do you think about it tonight?
You know, I think what we said in halftime, they came out, I think, stronger. And if you look at the runs, if you look at regain the ball, and the way we played in the second half, I like that. We're getting closer to what we would like to see in the Euro. So all of the players now a little bit, we say it's sending players forward and attacking personality. And I think we did quite well. Would that be different if we are on our pitch like we were in the first half? Yes, and that's room for improvement, I think. Second half, it's pretty good. We should just create more chances with that way, the way we played, I think.
What's your opinion about the first goal, also the goal of Norway? The players criticized the fair play.
You know, I'm a big fan of fair play, and I thought it was strange. I put it like that. And you saw also the goalkeeper lay down. I think that is strange. Yeah, that's my comment.
How did you like the intensity in the last 15 to 20 minutes? And if you could do it again to have the team this aggressively, this offensive, would you make the same changes or would you break up that 3-5-2?
No, I think because we talked about 4-3-3 and sending people, and at the time, instead of talking about the formation, it is important to have the wing backs or outside backs going forward. Because we have a picture in halftime where the wing backs are too low. So it looks like we're standing in a line and, you know, we have so much space in front of us. So I would say that more so the central player, regardless of who playing, how many forwards and so on, that central player up top will be very important. And what we're talking about and we're going to train so much more is actually anything that drops in the box, we really need to be quicker. So if the ball flies in, it's rebounds and so on, good teams, they score goals on those. They toe poke it or they you know, something like that. And that is something we could, we're going to train and talk about, create some sort of a chances as soon as the ball in the box.
But the intensity and the speed of play, I think that's closest to what you said you wanted from the team in the beginning, right?
Mm. Yeah, and now it's contagious because you're going forward. If you look at the attacking touch, just look at Leah wins the ball, plays it, turns, and she plays it to Gary, and Gary just takes off. And it's so uncomfortable for whoever's in the middle of the park, whoever we're going to play. So that is good. Now, I think we can use the width a little bit more and a little bit sharper with that ball. But it's better than it has been.
Further questions? Yes.
Let's think in a positive way. If you mention 3 positive things after that game, which ones are these? 3 points or 3 topics.
Okay, I'm happy with the second half, the changes, I would say. I'm also happy that we have talked about attitude, 2 more steps, be aggressive, fight, you know, compete in the air. I think that was pretty good, better. And I'm also happy that Ivel, the plan worked out well. She played 45 minutes, and she's still healthy, and I think we need her in the European Championship.
Okay.
How do you analyze this National League campaign in these 6 games, on what is positive, and what can you use for the Euro in these 6 games?
Yeah, well, one thing, we go through every single time the ball is in the box. So there are, we need to be more sharper, but at least we get fairly high up in the field. We're giving away conceding too many goals, of course. But if you look back, and there are spells in all the games where we look fairly good, regardless who we're playing, and that's when we keep the ball. But we don't keep it when we keep it in the back line, like we did against Iceland the first game, 0-0. That was boring. But when we keep the ball and change the point of attack higher up in the field, and we can bring out that in all the games. That is something I think will be very important in order to score goals. You have to move the opponents. And right now, we can do that more often, pretty much.
You talked about the players who are not available. Do you have news from Naomi Luyet, and how important is it for you that she can make it for the Euro?
Luyet, she most likely on the 9th is coming in and see how she's doing. She has not been playing. Well, she won the final for young boys, but after that she's not been playing. And there is it's a little bit chance. I don't rate it a big chance. It's a little bit chance because it's not enough that she's healthy. Because if you look at the game today, we expect them to actually last 90 minutes. And she has to be healthy, but also she needs to get fit. And that could take time. So that's a little bit of a gambling. How much could we push her and so on? And this is working together, the medical staff and the high-performance staff. Because if they can put that together, we will have a very good player.
Yeah, speaking about players who are maybe not as fit as you hope for, how is the situation with Ramona Bachmann?
Ramona Bachmann, she was running after the game. And the plan is that she's going to be healthy and fit on the 2nd of July. So she has a little bit of way of going, and she needs to push herself. And it's one thing that she's been very good at through all the years, because she's been playing many games. She's been training a lot. She knows her body, and she knows what she needs to do. So, she has a little bit of a way to go.
Hi, Pia. Before the game, you said it would be much easier for you if you have a win. Now you lost. Is it a lot of mental work you have to do now, or at the end, because the performance was quite, I think, good, it's not so bad, or at the end it's the result which...
I would say that even though I felt a little bit of a, how to put it, more aggressive, we had a pretty good attitude, and we are chasing goal and so on, like that, sending players, and they were brave to make that change and so on. Still, we did not score a goal. So that means it's a little bit about tactical thing, but first and foremost, I think it's to continue with this talking. You have to be louder. How can we help each other? 2 more steps. A little bit of a fight in all the duels and so on. We need more duels. And I think that was helpful, the fact what Leah Welty said after the game. You know, we gained some some experience. We put it in the backpack, and we're going to use that the next time. So I feel that I would say they're a little bit more connected. You know, it's funny, when it comes to defending, it also pays off in the attack. Losing is hard, and we've been conceding a lot of goals. But we have to find a way to boost the player instead of look at the standings. That's not good. We conceded goal here and there. And our job is to find the performance that was almost, because I think we had a big chance to beat Norway. We didn't, that's a fact, but there we get another chance. I think that's very important to look at yourself. What could I bring to the team? How did I play against Norway, and so on. So it's an ongoing process, I would say.
Is it one of your biggest challenge in your coaching career to turn this team within 4 weeks from a losing team tonight against Norway to a winning team in 4 weeks?
Yes.
Next question.
Iman playing home in front of her family and friends. What do you think about her game?
Iman?
Yes.
Yeah. Iman, I'm proud of Iman. She was, she's not playing wing back in young boys, but here she does, because we would like to bring out the best team, and she's a good player. And her speed, if using her speed and her courage to take people on in 1v1, that's pretty cool. Sometimes she's naive, but I let that happen because I think it's important that she tries. So I've constantly talked to her that it's okay to make a mistake, try again, rely on speed and your technique. Her best position is that the wing back. Don't know, but I'm stubborn and I will make that work. So, yeah, she's good.
Further questions? All right. In that case, thank you for attending the press conference and the game. Thank you for your time, Pia.
Thank you.
Have a nice evening and safe trip home.